Thank you, Presiding Officer. Others have referred to Tom Johnson, but there's one key aspiration that Tom Johnson had that has not yet been referred to. He imagined that with the building of hydroelectric schemes, we would get to a position where no charge was made for the electricity that was supplied because there was no cost in the energy source from which it came. Now, that sounds like fantasy, except that it actually is now happening. It's happening in Texas. And I particularly, in reading the New York Times on Sunday, spotted that TXU, Energy of Texas, and Texas is the state in the United States with the highest proportion of wind energy, installed wind energy, is now supplying to its customers between 9 o'clock at night and 6 o'clock in the morning all the electricity they can use at no charge whatsoever. So there is a future out there, if we get the infrastructure in the right place, that enables us to do things which are both environmentally favourable, but also practically favourable to the consumers of energy. But of course, it's free overnight, because that's not when most people want it, which takes us neatly to the whole point of storage. I declare for members I'm a member of the Institution of Engineering and Technology, and in the October magazine, there's a monthly magazine of up-to-date projects, they describe what's really a very exciting project indeed. It's a lithium-oxygen battery which uses graphene, that's single-atom level graphite carbon, to protect the electrodes from corrosion in the pure oxygen environment that's required in these batteries. And they have a demonstrator that's working in the lab. That means in 10 years' time it might be available to us as consumers. And this battery, weight for weight and volume for volume, is able to store the same amount of energy as a tank full of petrol. And it already, in demonstrator mode, is able, theoretically, for 1/5 of the cost of present technology, 1/5 of the weight, to travel 650 kilometres between Edinburgh and London. In other words, it's a direct and genuine competitor with the current petrol and diesel engines that we have in our cars today. Now, we can't guarantee it's going to come out of the lab and end up as a commercial product, but I think the portents are really quite encouraging. And it is in the whole technology of batteries that we've seen enormous changes taking place. And of course, the point about this is, of course, if you've got local generation, a turbine on your roof, and you're able to charge your car overnight for a normal tank full of energy, that's pretty good, because the transmission cost is nil. You're in control of what's going on, and, of course, there's huge environmental benefits. And I contrast that with, of course, what the Financial Times was reporting on Tuesday last week, where they tell us that so ill-managed has the energy supply been in the United Kingdom that the UK government is having to contract diesel-powered stations. And we now like diesel a lot less than we did a few months ago, before Volkswagen revealed to us how polluting it is, that we'll be spending £436 million to provide excess diesel capacity, precisely at a point where we're shutting down renewables. Doesn't it make sense? Excellent debate. Well done, Mike McKenzie. I look forward to hearing what the Minister has to say.